decided to show you this particular recipe today was that guest I was telling you about. Because this dish has a lot in common with her. She is spicy and very hot. Check her out. Sexy, sultry, and oh so groovy. That's our girl, Angela Bassett. Angela's lit up the big screen in films like The Waiting to Exhale and How Stella Got Her Groove Back. But it was her portrayal of Tina Turner and What's Love Got to Do with It that snagged her a Golden Globe Award and an Oscar nomination. After finding and marrying her soulmate, Tony Award-nominated actor Courtney B. Vance, it's been one long, lovely exhale ever since. Now they've taken their journey and put it to paper in Friends, a love story. This is one storybook romance that keeps rolling on. I told you it was a big one. She was hot. So, you know, everyone loved you in that movie. Everybody loved you in a lot of your movies. But, you know, is that the one people identify most with you?
That's the number one. That's the one, bar none.
Still to this day. Do you keep in touch with Tina Turner?
I saw her at Oprah's Legends Ball.
Ooh, name dropping double time.
Yeah, we were sitting around the dining room table, and it was great.
Oh.
She was like, you played me well. I was like, thank you.
Ooh, she said that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we all knew, but it's nice she agrees
It's
too.
nice. It's nice to hear it from her, because
Oh,
it was a really daunting task.
You know, how cute was she on the cover of More? Now, we had all of the women here. This issue was about finding this hot new model over 40 or above, and it was in this issue, and you crowned the 40 and above. Mm-hmm. Do you have any secrets on how you keep looking so hot after 40 or below 40? I mean, I'm closing in on 40 fast. So.
I think it's, enjoy life. You know, have a light spirit, a light heart. Be ready to laugh and be grateful. You know, see the good in people and situations.
I had no idea what she was going to say to that, but I imagined after reading a lot about you and interviews that you were going to say it was an inside thing. It was an inside coming out thing. Mm-hmm. And it's not so much
stress off.
Yeah. Get rid of the stress, let go, and, you know.
Yeah. Light of spirit.
Light of spirit. Yeah. Look, your head just raises up. Okay, so also out right now is this book here that you wrote with your husband. And he's your soulmate, and it's really cute, and it's so sweet, and it's very self-effacing, the book, you know. I think it's very honest. But I wanted to know, we're going to bring him out in just a minute, what's the number one thing he does to lighten your spirit or make you laugh? She's like, everything.
No. When he tries to dance. I know you really think he's doing it, and he has that expression on his face that, of course, only I can see. So sometimes I just go to him like, dance for me, baby. And if he has boxer shorts on, that's even funnier.
We're gonna have to ask you about that too, and maybe we'll even see him dance in his boxers. Who knows? We'll bring out Courtney B. Vance after this and get more. You think, wow, somebody who gets a woman like that, they got to be an equally strong, amazing person. And that's what he is. Courtney B. Vance joins us now. Friends, A Love Story is the book. Now, I'm going to give him fair, he has to have fair time here. Are you a terrible dancer? Do you make faces?
I guess I do, but I didn't think I did. Now that I hear it on national television, I'm going to have to check myself out in the mirror.
Now, you guys wrote this book about, falling in love, a very delayed falling in love, but, you know, finding a soulmate. And I thought it was a very practical, easy to digest, and just a lovely, lovely book. And there's a lot of great stuff in it. There's simple rules and all that, but Why do you think you've been happily married for 10 years? What's the secret to your marriage?
Well, I think we started out, we circled the wagons, and I started out, because I had been in a long relationship prior, and I said, I had 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and I said, I'm putting 2 foot in this one. I'm putting both feet in this one, and we're going to close the doors, and we're not going to be doing shows together and movies together. We got to figure out our marriage. We got to figure out how two become one. And it's a mystery. But it's what's love got to do with it? A little bit. But what it really has, it's a commitment. We had to make a commitment to each other that divorce is not an option. Take it off the table, and let's figure this thing out.
And that's something he said early on, because when you're dating and it's all honeymoon and lovely, and but when when you're married and you start negotiating this, that, and the other thing. Of course, I know every decision I had to make about me, I only had to consult me.
Exactly.
But once you're married, then there's another person that you have to talk to and figure things out with. And it's like, you don't want me to do this? What? Why? And we began to have a little, disagreements about something, or get a little heated sometime. And I said, "Oh, well, maybe we did get married too soon." But he was just very smart about that and conscious about that. And he's the one that said, "Nope, it's not an option. So we're gonna have to fight through this, get to the other end of it." And it was really wonderful.
When something is hard for you and you're used to being on your own, you can go away, think about something else. You can, just have some quiet time. And when you got married, you would slam a door, just say, "We're not talking about this. We're not doing this." And that's why it led into this part of the book that I thought was so magical, where Courtney was talking about, for him, it was stop keeping score, stop keeping count of who did what or who's doing more, and just make it about what can I do to make my wife, my partner, happy? How can I move forward? And I thought, I said to Courtney during the commercial, I said I was trying to get my husband to read that page. Honey, don't you want to read this one? Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
It was a hard concept to get my mind around, because as you said, we're two single people getting married. So I had a counselor that worked with me, that was training me, working out with, but he's a marriage counselor. So every day I was being counseled, and he taught me, "Courtney, what does it cost you to, when she asks you, which way are we going when we're in the car? Which way are you going to go, Courtney?" "Well, what does it cost you to say, well, which way do you want to go?" Because I want peace in my home. I want a smile on it. I want that every day.
Oh, I love that humility and that being humble.
And what I had to realize is that she's first. And when the queen is happy, the land is happy.
But you know what else is cool? Kenny writes in the book, when he started treating her with that amount of love and that amount of care, she then went over the moon and would start doing things for him that he didn't even see coming. And he'd say, "I was going to do that for you," but she was already doing it for him, and it became like...
We were competing to do for each other.
Yeah. So then you had a king and a queen.
That's right.
Right?
So yes. You know how we girls are.
I know.
Nurturing and loving anyway. So when we know that we're, being loved, there's nothing that we won't do.
You give us an inch, we'll take you cross country.
Let's go.
So now you guys have gorgeous twins, and that's a large part of the last third of this book, is how you got through and what you went through for that. Yeah. You guys want to talk about your twins a little, what you had to go through to get them?
We came together late in life, and we went through about 7 attempts at in vitro and fertilization, stuff like that. And that was that was tough at times, but I had him by my side, and so I never got I was disappointed, but I never allowed my spirit to be just devastated till I'm over in a corner, somewhere weeping. But just get up, try it again. And he was just very, very supportive. Let me know it's about us and about me, and we will have children, some way, someday, somehow.